Good morning. Good morning. Give me a thumbs up in chat if you guys can hear me, and we'll go ahead and get started. Quite the activity going on across the state today. Going to go ahead and give you the update in regards to the snow totals, as well as a few changes we're going to make. We're kind of running behind here with our forecast maps and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and give you guys the update first for those of you who can make the stream. And we'll go ahead and get the map up later on. What's up, Caden? What's up, Timmy? Thank you, Tim, for that. So we have one major. It's a minor, but it's also a major change as well, and that's going to be Berrien County, the very far southwest county here in Michigan, is going to be almost completely removed from that 4 to 8. And that is because the way the wind direction is setting up today, it's a more easterly wind than we thought. So if we look at our model last night, it's kind of hard to see, but we'll go ahead. Can I zoom in? I wonder if I can zoom in here. There we go. All right, that should be a little bit better. So let's go ahead and look at our winds here. Let's go ahead and move this through. This is yesterday's model. You see how these wind directional things, I guess the arrows here, are pointing more of a south than an east. Watch what happens if I go ahead and flip this over to the latest model run today and go ahead and bring this forward. Watch what happens to those wind barbs. You see that how it's more easterly now. So what that's going to do is that's going to cut off the snow totals on the very far eastern part of the, or sorry, should I say western part of the lakeshore here, especially in Berrien County. Well, you could see some residual effects across the area and into, we'll say, western Cass County as well. And then the majority of the snow is going to be shifted just a bit to the east. We'll go ahead and have a map up a little bit later on. But what are the latest models saying? Go ahead and look at this area in particular. I'm going to take a wide shot in just a second. So this area in particular, looking at our products here, we want snow, right? This one. Go ahead and zoom back out just a bit. So this is our snow accumulation totals through the end of the day today. We're going to see a very, very thin strip that was originally forecasted over here in Berrien County, as well as Cass County. And I can't that county this county above Berrien is escaping my brain right now. Somebody help me out. Those three counties are going to kind of escape that heavier snowfall just to the west of that band. So now western Kalamazoo County, and then also western parts. I want to say St. Joseph County. I believe this is. I'm pulling up a county map now so I don't mess this up. Yeah, St. Joseph County, as well as Kalamazoo County, could also now see a little bit heavier accumulations all the way up through Allegan County, Van Buren County. There we go. So western Van Buren, most of Berrien, and then western Cass County there is going to looking like it's going to escape the majority of the heavy snowfall. Taking a wide shot across the state, zooming out to the Midwest look, and running the model through the end of the day today, we're going to see pretty much the exact same accumulation what we thought. We do have up here in the UP, finishing up there. They have lake effect snow all night up there. We're going to have about 3 to 6 up there, where this is right here, this little band. On the lakeshore counties here, again, anywhere from 1 inch to 4 inches, a little bit higher in some spots. Up here in the northern part of the lower peninsula, we're still seeing some lake effect up there. The thumb also now has some winter weather advisories up in the thumb for about 1 to 3+ inches up there, as we thought. And then across the state, scattered snow showers are likely, but nothing too significant, impactful, except on the west side. Now, winds still looking pretty strong. We've had reports of whiteout conditions already from Kalamazoo County Sheriff. We have a chaser, Drew Brummel, who's out chasing. He actually just sent a video in before I hopped on here of a whiteout condition near Holland. So again, road conditions are deteriorating. And we'll go ahead and flip over here to the M.Dot drive map. We take a look around the state, especially on the west side of the state here. We're going to go ahead and pick up some of these. Can I zoom in? Or Okay, zoom out here. There we go. Some of these live cameras across the region are not looking too hot. I'll put it that way. Lots of snowplows out, a lot of roads that are slushy, snow covered, especially around that western Kalamazoo and just north of Kalamazoo area for right now. That'll continue to shift its way a little bit further south and a little bit further east as the afternoon goes on. Looking at our live radar, go ahead and switch screens here. Looking at our live radar, we are seeing the majority of lake effect snow um, between now and we'll go ahead and say this evening. But we do have this band that is taking shape. We're going to see it right here. Actually, it's already taking shape right here, just south of Holland here. Let's go ahead and circle this right here all the way into Kalamazoo County. So again, this is going to be your heavy lake effect band setting up. Just started setting up over the past hour here, and that's going to continue into the Kalamazoo County all the way through Cass County into portions of St. Joseph, maybe even affecting parts of Branch County as well, and maybe even western parts of Calhoun County. But that's going to set up, and it's going to really just get those lake effect snow driving across those localized regions. Looking at other areas in the state, we do have scattered snow showers pretty much everywhere right now in the state. I know Detroit's radar is down, so unfortunately, I cannot get Detroit's radar up. We do have a radar up here in Canada. It's not as good as what we would like to see, but does pick up some snow up here. Most likely snow falling up in the Thumb there. Looking up toward the Gaylord area, we still have plenty of snow up there, and also up near Marquette. We're seeing snow in that area that we just mentioned earlier, where we're going to see about 3 to 6 inches in total. We raised totals there about 1 to 2 inches just to account for a little bit heavier snowfall than expected. But otherwise, going forecast is good along the lakeshore on the west side of Michigan, about 1 to 4 plus in some spots. But most of you guys over there are going to get 1 to the 4 inch mark. So, with that being said, the main focus for today is going to be along this main snow band just because it's more populated area, but also we have US 131, I-94, among other major highways that could be affected. We've already seen, again, multiple whiteouts, multiple accidents across the state. So, again, please utilize caution if you have to travel. And if you can stay home, if you're in the Kalamazoo area all the way through, like, say, Douglas, Lee, South Haven, if you can stay home, I would advise you to try to stay home at least until conditions improve this evening or even tomorrow morning if it's absolutely necessary to go out. So again, looking to chat for any questions. For the majority of the state, if you're not on the west side of Michigan, if you're over in Lansing, Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, up near Mount Pleasant, you guys are not going to get much in the way of accumulations. Up to an inch or two is possible, but again, the ground temperatures, but also this is a lake effect event, so it's going to be tied to more lake effect prone areas. Although the wind's going to blow it across the state, we're already seeing it now. It's just not going to accumulate further inland and over on the east parts of the state. So again, Detroit, Lansing, Saginaw, Flint, with exception to the Thumb up here, you guys are going to be getting about 1 to 2 inches, and that's about it for you guys. All right, looking at chat for any questions. What's up, Chris? Go ahead and animate this radar loop and just go ahead and let that sit. I-94 is closed at eastbound in western Kalamazoo County. I'm not surprised. US 23 over here was shut down at M14 earlier today for some reason. I think it was an accident. So yeah, lots of accidents across the state. Looking at the traffic conditions across 94, yeah, over by Matawan there, it's completely shut down there, and also M43 west of Kalamazoo is also shut down, probably in relation to that, as well as US 40 there. 131 looks like smooth sailing though for right now, so that's good news. Flicks are getting bigger in northern Livingston County. All right. Big flakes in Fort Wayne starting to stick. Little breeze. What's up, Suzanne? Got Drew on here. Now we have Drew on with us. Drew is out chasing, last I knew, near Holland. What's up, Drew? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Where are you at right now?
Right now I'm by Huntsville, Michigan. Right now, I'm trying to see if I can get some views, see out there.
Okay, you're super quiet. Did you say Allegan area?
Yeah.
Okay. So Drew is over here in the Allegan area. And then this lake effect band is going to be moving to the south and east there. So he's probably going to try and catch up with that as the afternoon goes on. We'll have more coming from Drew. We have a video that's going to be on the page shortly of some whiteout conditions near Holland. But yeah, Drew is going to be out chasing. I believe we have a few other chasers who are out and about as well. So we'll be having updates from the west side of the state throughout the afternoon. Joe, for the Cadillac area for right now, let's go ahead and go north just to cover the north part of Michigan here. So Cadillac right now is going to be getting some lake effect snow there. Again, nothing too major up there toward the Cadillac area. Further inland you go, further east you go into Michigan, the less snow is going to be. Cadillac, I'd say probably up to 2 inches is possible for you guys. Muskegon, you're going to be right on the edge there because you're so close to Lake Michigan. I'd expect a few inches of accumulation, but don't be surprised if you don't get much at all just because you're so close to the lake. The way the lake effect bands are setting up may not favor much in the way of snowfall for you guys closer to the lake. Some good gusts of wind near Colon, lighter snow currently. Yeah, the wind's going to be a major problem today. It already has been a major problem. It may not be snowing too heavily in some spots, but because we have really strong winds, it's going to blow that snow. It's going to create some whiteout conditions. Even though there's not much snow falling, it can still cause whiteout conditions. Good afternoon, Mr. Grand Rapids from Grand Rapids. We have Drew and some action. Okay, that's 4 minutes old. Okay, I got you, Nick. I'm a little behind in chat here. Hillsdale County, not much going on that far east, although you do have, like, if you look at this lake effect event here, we have some snow trying to work its way into Hillsdale right here, but it's not going to last too much longer. So I'm going to say Hillsdale is going to be on the lower end of the totals, probably again up to that 2 inch mark, but I would expect less than that, honestly. Accumulation for Sturgis and Colon. So Sturgis, looking, I'd say because that eastern band is kind of setting up a little bit further east, I'd say you guys may actually get up to 3 inches, maybe. If that lake effect band can kind of set up over you, maybe a little bit more. But I'd say 1 to 3 would be good for you guys over there in Sturgis Colon area. I think St. Joseph County is kind of in a western St. Joseph County for sure is in a better spot for some higher accumulations than the eastern part of St. Joseph County. So we'll see what happens there. It could go either way. So Berrien County right now, we're kind of advertising a little bit less snow for Berrien. If that makes, if you missed the first part of it, the way the wind is setting up today is driving these snow bands a little bit further eastward. And yesterday we thought they're going to be driven a little bit further southward. So what's happening with Berrien County, because Berrien County is a little bit offset of Lake Michigan right now, the south and west half of Berrien County isn't seeing a thing. So it depends on where you're at in Berrien County. North part getting snow right now, south part not seeing anything. So it's going to depend on where you're at. So accumulation wise, if you're in South and West Berrien County, you may not get much of anything at all. But if you're in the northern part of Berrien County, if you're by Benton Harbor north, you may get a few inches of accumulation. Is the snowbank going to shift a little bit south and west? No, it's going to shift more eastern just because the winds continue to kind of crank out of the east as the day goes on. I don't expect much in the way of a westward shift with this. Robert says about 4 inches in the grass, 3 miles south or 3 miles west of Schoolcraft. So Schoolcraft is just south of Kalamazoo. So he's looking right about here near the Lawton Decatur area, somewhere in here, which is right around where that heaviest band is about to set up. So again, 4 to 8+ inches of snow is likely in that heaviest band. And we're expecting that across western Kalamazoo, into Van Buren, eastern Van Buren County, as well as northern Cass County and also northern St. Joseph County. So again, that band is going to set up here through the afternoon, and it's going to finish off accumulation probably closer to the 4 to 8 range. Go ahead and call it right about here for that heaviest snow band. Could go either way just because these lake effect events are very dependent on the wind direction. So a little bit westward of a wind shift or an eastward of a wind shift or a northward wind shift, it could drive that snow band a few miles in either direction. So it's going to heavily depend on how that wind sets up. But right now, the models are indicating it's going to be set up a little bit further to the east than originally thought. Would not be shocked if they went ahead and issued a winter storm warning for Kalamazoo County and maybe even St. Joseph. Again, I'm not the NWS. I'm not going to predict that, but I wouldn't be shocked if they went ahead and issued it soon, just given the way this band is setting up. Bitely, Michigan. I have never heard of Bitely. That is a name I have not seen before. All right, so Bitely is going to be just north of Grand Rapids, north of Muskegon, south of Traverse City, almost by Ludington. So we go ahead and head up here to the area. I'm not seeing much in the way of snowfall for you right now, although the radar may not be picking it up. But for right now, I'm not seeing much of anything up here for you guys near Bitely. I'd say snow totals up to 2 inches for you guys. The majority of it's going to be down here in the southwestern part of the state. But yeah, that's one of the names. There comes a time here that you think you see all the names and you think you've read where people are from. You don't really know many new places, and then somebody pops up. How about Bitely? Like I have never heard of that in Michigan, so must be a pretty small town. Tomorrow, clear. The snow will clear up by tomorrow morning, and by tomorrow afternoon, you guys should be pretty much clear sailing for traveling wise. Nothing is expected tomorrow. Maybe just some lingering snow showers in the morning. Ionia, you guys are seeing snow right now, although not really expecting much in the way of accumulation. Three Rivers down here by the border of Indiana. So Three Rivers, you're going to be kind of in that area of the heaviest snow band. I wouldn't be shocked if you guys ended up with 4, 5, 6 inches. But again, if that wind varies just slightly, that could affect your total accumulation. So keep that in mind. But you guys are kind of in that favorable area as well for a heavier accumulation. The developing band is going to hit Allegan. It's actually in Allegan County, but it's west currently. If you take a peek at this and just kind of pause it, Allegan right now is not getting much of anything. But if you go just 4 miles, 5 miles to the southwest, that band of heavy snow is setting up there. And that just goes to show you how localized these bands can be. So Allegan proper, nothing. But if you go 5 miles, they're getting whiteout conditions over there. All right. Any more questions? Anything for Newaygo County? Not really seeing much in the way, just a few inches, if anything, for you guys up there. Again, this lake effect is going to be mainly affecting the southwest portion of the state as well as the northern part of lower Michigan and also the north central part of the UP. All right, let's take a peek at the thumb really quickly. And again, we don't have a active radar up there, unfortunately, because Detroit's radar is currently down. We do have CASET radar from Ontario, although it's not really we don't really like to use Canadian radars very often. They're good in some spots, but right now it's not really picking much up in the way of precip or snow. But we do know it's snowing up there, so again, not really trying to look at some other types of radars here on my phone to try and pick up something here. Right now, all I'm really seeing is just light accumulations. But lake effect snow will continue to develop through the day for you guys up in the thumb. I'd say additional snowfall up to about an inch or two is possible. Um, so just be on alert there through the thumb area. I'll go ahead and circle. Deckerville's included, but go ahead and circle this area right about here. taking Drew for a live shot here. He is currently in Allegan County, and that's your road conditions over there. Looking like it's snow covered in spots, and then it's kind of mixing back and forth there. He's probably about to or in the heaviest snow band. I'm not sure his exact location, but I do know he is in Allegan area there. Looks like that band is pretty much drifting off to the south and east, so he may be trying to catch up with it. Anything for the Hudson area? So Hudson is a little bit too far east. I'd say dusting at most for you guys. I think the ground is way too warm over here, and plus you're not going to get repeated lake effect snow. So just a little too far east for Lenawee County. Port Huron, Abby, I think is a little bit too far to the. Actually, no, I'm thinking of Bay City. Port Huron is actually in the area of interest there. I'd say a few inches of accumulation are possible for you guys, Abby. Could a band shift closer to the southwest Battle Creek, closer to 94? Let's go ahead and take back our radar really quickly here and look at this. So if we look at Battle Creek area, you're getting snow. I mean, it's no question you're getting snow over here. So the band, though, is currently set up to your east, or sorry, west. I need to get my directions correct. Currently set up to the west here, and I don't see that shifting any further to the east right now. I don't expect much in the way of anything band-wise to affect western Calhoun. Man, my directions are just messed up, guys. I apologize.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, what's up?
Right now, I'm heading to Lee in Allegan County, trying to catch up to the snowman that is in southwest Allegan County.
You're heading toward Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's heading right here toward Lee. Honestly, Drew, that snow band is really kind of shifting back to the south here into Van Buren County. So I think Lee is a good spot, although it may actually keep shifting to the south momentarily before it comes back and shifts back to the east. I don't know if you've seen radar recently, but
yeah, I'm probably gonna work my way towards Decatur, Michigan. Probably. Yeah, that's probably the plan. Stay south. All of a sudden, the band is taking off south.
Okay, so he's going to probably head toward Lee and then probably toward Decatur, which is down here in Van Buren County. So he is currently driving towards the Lee area. Again, live shot there, snow-covered roads, taking it easy. And you can see the blowing snow there across the road. So that just goes to show you the winds are really cranking out there. That's actually a really good shot there, Drew. Those winds are cranking across those fields out there. So definitely take it easy when you're out driving on the roads there, especially in these snow bands. He's not even in the worst of it yet. So definitely just stay safe out there if you guys are driving. All right, back to chat here. Looks like we're caught up. Any questions? Davison, Kylie, just about an inch or two. Don't really expect much in the way up toward Flint area. Possible Victoria, although I think the major accumulation is going to stay off to the southwest Michigan. I think Newaygo is a little bit too far north for any lake effect accumulation there. Again, not going to rule that out, but 1 to 2 inches would be the going forecast for you. We'll have a map up a little bit later. Again, kind of caught flat-footed this morning, had some errands to run, didn't get a chance to make a map, so we'll get on that once we hop off this live stream here and get that up on the page for anybody who wants excuse me, wants an updated map. I've been getting that question quite a bit. Any new snowstorms coming for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? Unfortunately, guys, not looking good for a white Christmas. In fact, I would go ahead and make a prediction saying we're probably going to be at or in the 40s, perhaps making run at 50 on Christmas Day. The models right now are really just too warm for any type of snow. And then also the systems are kind of slowing down here just a little bit. So again, Christmas not looking likely for a white Christmas. And in fact, I would go ahead and say you may actually want to get the spring coats out for Christmas. Again, that's a little bit too far out. We're still a week away from it, but again, we're looking at least mid to high 40s statewide, if not some areas reaching into the 50s. So, yeah, bah humbug, I know. Tuscola County snowed this morning, but all melted and clear. Yeah, the ground temperatures. I know last night, Alex in one of our private group chats was mentioning the soil temperatures down to about 4 inches in the soil is right around 40. I want to say 40 to 41 degrees. So it's going to take just a bit of time across the state once the temperatures drop to get that soil to kind of drop as well in temperature and get the snow to start sticking more efficiently. So we're still just a little bit warm, but again, we've had a pretty warm winter so far, so that's to be expected. But again, still on the west side of the state and also in the UP and northern lower, still have pretty good accumulation rates. So it's going to stick, but across the state, like we'll say Lansing up toward the Flint, inland areas are just not going to see much in the way of accumulation. Just because number one, you're not going to get repeated snow bands. Number two, the ground is going to melt most of it before anything can actually start sticking. Internet is out. Occasional power surges in South Lyon. Interesting. It's not too windy here. I'm just south of you, Brittany. I'm just south of Ann Arbor, so I'm not getting too much in the way of wind here. So that's good for down here. But I know wind is going to pick up into the afternoon today, so definitely be on alert for that. Was covered in flushing with huge flakes, but now it's gone. Yeah, I figured as much there. It's going to start melting, unfortunately. All right, guys. I'm probably going to head off here. We're kind of ran out of topics here. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and feel free to ask now. But again, the only going forecast change that we made is Berrien County on the southwest part of Berrien County. Not going to see much in the way of accumulation. We did have 4 to 8 there, but the way the winds are setting up, it's kind of pushing that a little bit further east, a little bit further north there. So the main heavy band right now is expected into Van Buren County, western Kalamazoo, into St. Joseph County, into Cass County, up back into Van Buren. This area right here is going to be on the heaviest type of the area for the heaviest accumulation there, up to 8 inches, maybe even some more in some spots when all is said and done there. Otherwise, across the state, if you're not on the not in the thumb, not in the central north central UP, not in northern lower, you guys are pretty much in the clear. Just gonna be some off and on snow showers for the day. Again, we'll have a forecast map updated statewide on the page in about, we'll say, give me an hour to make it. I know Alex got me the information a little bit ago, so um, I'll get working on that and we'll get that up on the page. But as of right now, just stay safe, guys. When traveling, we'll have updates on the page. We have Drew out in the field. We probably have a few other people coming out a little bit later on. But again, Drew is going to be towards the Allegan counties, just south of Allegan near Lee, heading towards Decatur. He's out there chasing. We'll be getting updates from him all day. So stay tuned to the page, guys. Stay safe. Thank you for watching.